is one that I can truly say is one of my best friends. And over the past few years, the A School has helped both him and I evolve from boys to men and from strangers to, Wednesday lunch buddies. So without further ado, here's Will Hunterson, our senior speaker.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to start off by thanking the senior class for giving me this opportunity. I can't thank you guys enough. And I'd also like to thank everyone who set up graduation today. The flowers look great. Nice job. And finally, all the friends and families that decided to come today from far and from close to home. So when I was first told that I was in fact giving this speech, my first thought was, oh God, I'm going to have to sit next to Lucas for 2 hours. This isn't going to be good. The second thing I thought was, how in the world am I going to put my love for the A School into words, into one speech? I didn't think it was possible. I pondered this question for about a month. A little on the long side, I admit. I knew I had to slip in something about Gene's reading quizzes, maybe even talk about key lime pie, you never know. But further than that, I had no idea. My true inspiration came just over a week ago when all the seniors met for their senior reflection. This was a time when the entire A School gathered and the seniors reflected on their past 3 years, telling how they've changed and thanking those who helped them along the way. We shared our journeys, along with some laughs, tears, and a few ahs. And all these stories made me realize that the best way to show my love for the A School was to share my journey. As some of you know, my A School journey started on a cloudy day when I was just 7 years old. I was in our big blue town and country minivan. My mom was driving in the front seat when we passed the A School right on that road. I asked, "Mom, what's that building over there?" She replied, "I think it's a preschool." So for the next many years of my life, I legitimately thought this building where I'm currently standing was a preschool. While many of us love building blocks, I know I do. We learn a lot, I assure you. Flash forward 7 years and I'm sitting at my desk in my 9th grade English class. It was A School recruitment day. A School students were coming to our class to explain exactly what the A School was. A lot of us didn't know, but everyone was incredibly excited. Mostly because we were getting a period off of class. They loaded up the DVD, and I watched as tons of A Schoolers jumped up and down, yelling, "The A School is the best! Come join the A School!" Okay, I'll apply, I thought. Stop yelling at me. In truth, I had always known I wanted to join the A School. High school classes were big, and it was easy to blend in with the students around me. It was time for a change. When I got the letter I was accepted into the A School, my mom was jumping up and down, hugging and kissing me, a lot more excited than I was. And in her words, we had gotten the golden ticket. She was right. I stopped and looked around. Oh, my bad. Sophomore year struck. And I was walking into the A School for orientation. I stopped and looked around at all the unfamiliar faces, found a place to sit, and silently waited for my A School experience to start. From that point on, I slowly grew into the A Schooler I am today. Howard's sophomore English class taught me what a true alternative form of learning was. Our class took place in a circle, and every period was a discussion. The next year, in the words of Zach Shabman, Gene taught me how to read, looking past just the words on the page. Jen gave me an advisory group where I wasn't afraid to talk about my problems. Her generosity and energy makes history generally an interesting subject. Sheila gave me a math class with an environment where it wasn't just every student for themselves, where we learned together and supported each other like a community. And in Jim's class, my mind was literally blown by discussions on black holes, the size of space, and of course, the golden bears. And where would I be without my man, Lawrence Kohlberg, who guided my entire experience, who helped me learn the true definition of empathy and a just democratic community. He taught us that when we make decisions, we have to think about the community as a whole, and not just ourselves. And before I knew it, it was senior reflection, and I was dumbfounded at how fast my journey actually went. But here's the catch. This wasn't just my journey. Every single one of us has gone through what I have. We've learned how to be independent thinkers, how to step up when no one else will, and most importantly, parents, we've learned how to get a job 4 times. We've written an incredibly long research paper, we've gone out to dinner, and we've done all these things together. Sure, we've had our rough patches, but looking out at all you today, and recognizing all that we've accomplished, I can see that we've ended on a really good note. With all of the huge changes going on for me every day, it's always nice to have the A School. In the treacherous sea of life, the A School has been my anchor, my constant, my 3 times 10 to the 8th meters per second. That's the constant for the speed of light for those who have yet to take Jim's physics class. It's the place I can always return to and be surrounded by people who care, people I hold in the highest regard. But now it's time for me to raise the anchor and set sail for college. But thanks to the A School, I feel ready. And I know we are all ready for what the future holds. Because we have something that very few others have, an alternative education. What can I say? They don't call us alternative for nothing. To end, I have a poem that I wrote about the A School back in April. It was inspired by the poet I eventually wrote my research paper on, Billy Collins. It is titled, Lesson Learned. Lesson learned. Time is relative. For everyone, it chooses its own speed and refuses to listen to our complaints. A lonesome student stares at the clock, forcing the minute hand forward with his mind. A squirrel obliviously nibbles his acorn as a dog freezes for a lifetime. The moon and the sun exchange briefly, asking how the past millions of years have fared. A teen slowly rests his eyelids, then wonders why an afternoon abandoned him. But as I sit here, flipping through the pages of my past, a failed math quiz, a 5th grade yearbook brimming with toothless smiles, I wonder why 3 years had to pass so quickly, and I realize that the lessons learned in a place like this, time cannot even touch. Thank you very much, and congratulations to the class of 2012.